Welcome back to People's Princess Catherine channel, where we share updates and untold stories about Catherine, Princess of Wales, and her royal family. Today, we bring you some significant news.
As the royal family stepped out into the winter cold following church, it wasn't the grandeur of tradition that stole the show, but a burst of childlike excitement from one very familiar face. Prince Louis, just 7 years old, once again reminded everyone why he has become one of the most beloved young royals of his generation. The setting was classic Sandringham. Clear blue skies, biting temperatures, and hundreds of well-wishers lining the short walk between Sandringham House and St Mary Magdalene Church. Prince Louis arrived alongside his older siblings, Prince George and Princess Charlotte, walking with their parents, the Prince and Princess of Wales. Dressed smartly in a navy overcoat and white shirt, Louis looked every inch the young royal until his personality inevitably shone through. The crowds had come prepared, many wearing Santa hats, reindeer antlers, and tinsel necklaces, braving the cold just for a glimpse of the family. What they received instead was something far more memorable. As the walkabout began, gifts were handed forward by members of the public. Soft toys, chocolates, small tokens of affection, all familiar sights at Sandringham. But then came the moment that changed the tone entirely. A giant Lindt chocolate ball was passed to Prince William, clearly intended for his youngest son. The words, "That's for Louis," barely had time to settle before the prince reached out, swiftly and decisively, and claimed his prize. Louis's face lit up, his excitement impossible to contain. He hugged the oversized chocolate tightly, cradling it as though it were treasure. The crowd laughed, cameras clicked, and in that split second, the monarchy felt less distant, less formal, and far more real. It was simply a child being a child, and that authenticity resonated deeply. Nearby, Prince George offered a striking contrast. At 12, the future king moved with calm assurance, greeting members of the public with a broad smile and polite Christmas wishes. He held a soft toy, accepted with composure, embodying the balance of warmth and responsibility that has long defined his public appearances. Princess Charlotte, equally confident at 10 years old, paused repeatedly to engage with people along the route, even stopping to take selfies. One moment involving Charlotte stood out for its quiet power. Spotting a royal fan seated in a wheelchair and wrapped warmly against the cold, Charlotte reached down and offered a gentle hug. There was no performance, no hesitation, just empathy. It was a small gesture, but one that spoke volumes about the values being instilled in the next generation of the royal family. Back with Prince Louis, the gifts continued to pile up. Alongside the famous chocolate ball, he was soon spotted carrying an enormous teddy bear, almost as big as his upper body. He held onto it proudly as the walkabout continued, his arms full, his smile unshakable. It was impossible not to be reminded of his earlier appearances, moments that have already become part of modern royal folklore. Royal watchers will recall the Platinum Jubilee celebrations, when a much younger Louis captured global attention with animated expressions, playful gestures, and an unmistakable sense of mischief. From covering his mother's mouth to pulling faces at the crowd, those scenes introduced him to the world as the royal child who couldn't hide his feelings. And this Christmas at Sandringham felt like a continuation of that story, only now, with a little more confidence and a lot more charm. There was also a sense of continuity in the way the Wales children were dressed and presented. Prince George and Prince Louis in matching navy tones, Princess Charlotte in a beautiful light beige coat dress, all polished yet age-appropriate. It struck a careful balance between royal expectation and childhood comfort, a balance that Prince William and the Princess of Wales appear determined to maintain. In my opinion, this is why Prince Louis's moments matter so much. They are not distractions from royal duty, they are reminders of why the monarchy endures. They show a future that includes laughter alongside responsibility, warmth alongside protocol. For Prince William and the Princess of Wales, allowing these moments to unfold naturally reflects confidence in both their parenting and their public role. So, what do you think? Do moments like Prince Louis's joyful spontaneity help make the royal family feel more relatable, or should tradition always come first? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoy warm, insightful royal stories like this, don't forget to subscribe. You won't want to miss what the next chapter brings.